Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to show you how to import Astra's demo content. Okay, so let's start talking about Astra's demo content and why it's important, how it's useful. Well, let's say we have our website over here and this is just a generic theme. Okay, there's some stuff on here and we can click on this, but it doesn't lead to anywhere because we're supposed to configure this, right? We can click on these, but it won't lead us anywhere. So if we had starter content, we could go over to our blog, our about, our contact pages, uh, our links, and so on, and see how it functions. And maybe we can then use that for our own site and make it easier for us rather than having to figure everything out on our own. So let's go ahead and install Astra. And you'll have an idea as we go through it of how and why it's useful. So let's head over here to Appearance and Themes on our dashboard. And this is just the generic template that we have. And we can search here Astra, and it's not here. So we'll have to click on Add New Theme, and we can search on Astra. Okay, it's very popular, so it should probably appear at the very top of your suggestions anyway. So we are here on Astra, you can see, and let's click on Install. Okay, now it's installed. Let's click on Activate. Astra is now activated. So let's click on Astra here. It appears on our sidebar here. And we have to install starter templates. So we click on starter templates up here. Let's click on Install and Activate. And it should install it for us. Here, it's now activated and takes us to the starter template site, or section rather, and let's go ahead and start with the basics and use classic starter templates here. Click on Build with Templates, and you can see all of the templates we could use. Now, some of these are marked with premium, and you'd have to get a subscription for this with the Essential Toolkit. You'd have to pay for that. But for the most part, a lot of these are very good and they're free. So, to find a template that suits your needs, you could either search something up here. Let's say mechanic, if you were an auto shop or something. Okay, maybe this one would be good for you. Or let's say food blog. And there should be tags here, and there's a bunch that we could use here for our food blog. Let's say music teacher. Okay, and there's a bunch here that would be very useful if you were a music teacher or an artist. Now, you could also just go by businesses here. Let's say you had an Airbnb, and these would be great options if you wanted to advertise your hotel or Airbnb. See, transport, cleaning services, movers, salons, exercise places, gyms. Let's say photography if you were doing creatives, right? And so on. Personal sites for your portfolios, for your church. I'm kind of curious to see what that looks like. Oh, okay. And e-commerce. So there's also templates for online shops. Let's go ahead and click on here, and you can see. Oh, well, not this one. Let's say bookstore. And you can see here that Astra has templates for products and listings and so on. Here's this one's for jewelry. Okay, so let's start with something simple. Let's go with Blogger, so we can check out our posts and our pages. And a lot of them are paid for, and some of them actually are shop templates. So let's choose one. How about this? Okay, and now you can see from this page that we have demo content. And you can see there's pictures, there's example text, and if we click on this, this one doesn't work, but if we clicked on these, about, it has example pages for how our About page could look like. Obviously, we could customize all of these after, and even our contact page, we can customize this after the fact. But the importance of our demo content is that we can see where we can put our items. So we can always add another blog page to this, and we can take a look at some other ones real quick. How about this one? And likewise, we can see they have their own About Us page, and you can see this loads up because this has already been preloaded. And real quick, let's look at an eShop, just so you can see the importance and utility. How about this one, the skincare one? And all right, let's not worry about that real quick. But we have our demo content here, and it gives us a bunch of items. And we can select an item, for instance. We can add it to our cart in this preview, right? And we can double check our shopping basket. And right now it's empty because it's a preview, but it shows us all of the shop items and how it's going to look like when we have our site. And again, you can customize this after the fact, but the utility of the demo content, the example content, is it helps you visualize what your site could look like. Okay, so we'll decide to go with this one called generic. And you can see that even if it is called generic, everything that most modern and responsive sites it has. We have our headline over here, we have our call to action, we have our quick about us here with some images, some buttons. These contain this container here with these 3 items inside, which we can customize, of course, and all of these, and even testimonials and so on. And we can check out the other pages here, the About Us page, and we can see that it has good layouts for us to build upon. Okay, and even the contact page is standard, but it looks good. So we can start customizing it from here. We can upload our file, but we already have it. We already have our logo here, and it should appear there. Okay, and we can make it bigger or smaller. And we can change our fonts from here already, and we can even change our colors from here, our color palette. So let's use this site and click on continue. And you can choose whether or not you want to include these, but we don't need these at the moment. And make sure that all of these are checked, especially this one, because import content means importing the demo content. So let's click on submit and build my website, and it should download and install everything for us. Okay, once that's done, we can go ahead and click view our website, and this is the one a while ago that we had, and this is how it looks like now because we are using the demo content and starter template from Astra. So let's go ahead and start by customizing our site. We can either click on here or go to our dashboard and hover over Astra and click on Customize. And that takes us to the Astra Customizer. Okay, so let's have a brief overview on how to personalize and customize our site for us. So we have a bunch of videos on doing that, but real quick, let's click on Site Identity. And you can see we have the WordPress icon here. We'll select one of our logos, we'll skip cropping, and there it should appear once we reload that. And we can go and Site Logo Settings. It's a bit small, so we can make it a bit bigger. We can add over here, and we can toggle whether or not we want that here. Let's learn okay, and we can enable visibility of that on all, and we can select the title color, the logo color, the tagline color. We can make it red, and it should appear there. Oh, if we selected it, oh, why is it not appearing? Okay, there we go. We just had to reload it. This preview thing gets a bit buggy sometimes, so you just have to click somewhere else and go back to where you're looking at. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, so that's looking good. We have our logo there, and we can customize our header, our logo and our title and our tagline. But how about changing the actual backgrounds and text here? Okay, so we have our site identity there, and let's go ahead and change all of the text and so on. Now, all of this here from the customizer is actually global settings, and what that means is that, for instance, it's not necessarily the content, but it's the customization options. So we have here our presets for font pairings, and we change that here. And you can see that our site title here and our body text, they all change depending on what we choose. Okay, so we can select this for the meantime, and we can go on all of the other ones, all of the other pages that is, and we can see that all of the font and text change. And we can also change the body font here. And let's just choose this one, and you should see that it would change as well. Okay, and we can change font size, font color, and so on. Now for colors, you can see we have our general colors here for highlighted headings and text. If I clicked on this purple blue one, you can see all of our buttons and highlights and headers all change as well. So let's go ahead and change the preset to green, and you can see everything changes to green as well. And we have container settings and so on. So we can see how our site looks like with the demo content, but once we have it customized and dialed in the way we want, we can now change what the text actually does, what the text actually says, excuse me. So let's click on publish, and we can refresh this, and you can see that our font and our colors and our logo appear, but the actual content isn't changed. So to do that, let's click on Edit Page. Okay, so we're here on the block editor for pages. Now, this is the customizer, and like what I said a while ago, this is for editing global options. So the colors and the text and how it appears, but not the actual content itself. So we can see here that on this editor, we don't actually see the header over here and a bunch of other things, right? So that's the difference between these two editors. Now let's go ahead and customize it. Now, because we have the demo content on here, we have our taglines and our images already, the layouts that is, already preset here. So all we have to do to make our lives easier is to just change the text. So right, and we can okay, and we can change this button, and we can change where it goes, of course, and the link. We can put our YouTube channel here. Okay, oh, there we go, and we can open it in a new and new tab, that is. We can put an icon here if we wanted to. Let's say YouTube. Okay, and then we can put that there and make it real cute. And we can also say okay, and then you can just customize everything here. Now, how about for this image back here? Okay, we can click on Style over here, and we can change the image. Now we have a bunch over here for website assets as our own example content, but this is our corporate identity, let's say, and let's select this image, and now we have changed it to what we want. Now for this one, likewise, we can just select what we want to change. See, from here we can select this container and edit the text as you've seen. We can change the spacing. We can select this one and we can change it to a different one of ours, okay? And we can also change the width, the shadow, the alignment for how it looks like, the overlay. We can change the size to make it smaller or larger. Oh, make it large. There we go. All right, and we're already customizing the content of our site. We can also change the size, the width, and how it appears. And we can make it fill, right? It looks kind of weird, all right? And we can have it like that. We can have it cover. There we go. And now we can select and edit these text over here. Ooh. And all of these are customizable, and we can change settings here. Like for this one, we can change the typography, we can transform it, we can add styles like decoration. Let's go. Decoration over here. We can underline the whole thing. And we can change even this image here to a different one. Another one of ours. Okay, we select that. And everything just follows. And we can update this. And now, once we refresh our actual site, we can see that it is customized, the content that is, to our own brand and identity. See? So it's like from what happened earlier, from what it was earlier, from a generic site, it is now our website's assets homepage. And the same way with having about over here and our offerings. Okay, let's use this one as an example again. And we can click on Edit Page. Okay, and it takes us to the page editor for this page. Okay? So let's go back here and we can see it's all naturey and fun. Now let's go ahead and change this to fun, free, right? Just select any of these and we can change it to what we want. And again, we're going to be just selecting our generic images, not our generic images, but the images that we want to use. And select whatever again. And this one, let's select this one, right? Yeah. Okay. Now we've customized it to what we want. We can click on Update. And again, you can customize it however normal text and rules apply. Wait, yeah, actually that looks better if we centered it. Okay, and we can click on Update. And once we refresh our live site for our offerings here, okay, and it should load, and you can see the text and the images have changed. So There we go. That's the importance of importing and customizing the demo content from Astra. I hope you found this video helpful and useful. If you found it so, please consider leaving a like, commenting, and subscribing to our channel, as it really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.